Good morning. So what is on the agenda today? Well, we are purchasing a fifth wheel. So I am heading to a town about a mile north of us to meet with the owner of this fifth wheel. We've already seen it a couple times, and we've taken Brady out there to look at it and check it out and make sure it's going to work for him. But I am going to go up and meet the owner at the bank so that we can pay for it and get the title transferred over to us. So this is a pretty exciting time. It's a little scary too. It's a big purchase for us. It's an older fifth wheel, but it's in decent shape. And but still, it's a lot of money, especially when you're trying to plan your money out, conserve money, and so you have enough to build this homestead. But we've decided that it's worth it. One, we need a place to stay, and two, if we need to at some time after we're out of it, we can sell it and recoup our money. And to be honest with you, once we fix it up, it might be worth even more than we get it for. Who knows? But even if we don't, I mean, it'll be worth it to have a good place to stay while we're there at the ranch and build our homestead. Our plan is to move, at least for Brady and I, to move out into a fifth wheel right initially here to start building. And so we have been looking for almost 2 months for a fifth wheel. It's been kind of a difficult endeavor. Exciting. We're really excited for this next step, but it's been kind of hard. If you don't know, Brady and I are, let's say, on the larger side of people. I'm not saying we're fat. Don't say that. We're not. Well, Brady's not. I probably am, okay. But we are tall. There we go. We're tall. And so we have to kind of be selective in what kind of fifth wheel we're getting so that we can fit in it and be comfortable. If we're going to be living in it, we don't want to feel cramped all the time and after a good hard day's work and go back into a camper that's all cramped and uncomfortable. So it's been kind of hard finding a place. Plus Brady's a grown man. We want him to have his own space. So we've been looking for something where he can be a little bit separate from the rest without having to just sleep on a couch or whatever this whole time. So we're kind of excited. We found a fifth wheel that we like, and I think it's really gonna suit our purpose as well. We've got, of course, the bedroom area that's the main bedroom and all, and then a decent sized living area. But then in the back of this fifth wheel there's a bunkhouse, and in that bunkhouse, most of the fifth wheels that have bunkhouses, I'm covering up the video, most of the places that have, most of the fifth wheels that have bunkhouses are usually just kind of almost like a closet that the bunkhouse is stuck in. And again, he's a big guy. I mean, he's 6'7", 275 pounds. Looks like a NFL tight end. So he's not going to fit in a little closet very well. But this one that we found has a room. I mean, granted, it's not a huge room, but at least he can stand in it and move around and have a decent place to sleep, as well as it actually has a half bath on that end. So he'll have his own toilet and sink there, and we won't have to worry about sharing that. We'll have to share the shower, that's fine. But he'll have his own bath, so that's good. Well, I'm back in the truck again and heading off to something else that's pretty exciting. The next step in our endeavor here is we are buying a fifth wheel that we can live in while we're building. So we have been searching for, well, I have been searching for probably 6 to 8 weeks looking for a fifth wheel, and we've looked at numerous ones and hadn't. Well, just pulled up to the bank, so I guess we're gonna do it. Here goes nothing. It's a big purchase, but it's gonna be good for us. I'll see you in just a moment. To be honest, I'm a little nervous about driving this fifth wheel. I've never driven a trailer this big. I've driven lots of trailers in my life. I had a business where I pulled a trailer all the time. And so I'm usually not nervous with trailers, but being such a big thing, I'm a little bit nervous. Also, I'm a little nervous because I've never pulled, it's on a gooseneck hitch. And my truck already has the ball on it for the gooseneck. I've never done that before. I'm not exactly sure how that works. I'm gonna have the guy show me how. We'll get it all set up. I'm sure it won't be a problem, but having not ever done it before, it's a little bit, makes me a little bit nervous, makes me a little anxious, but I'm sure it'll work out fine. The big thing is just gonna have to make sure that I'm paying attention to my turns and keeping them wide. My truck already has a couple of dents in the corners in the back on each side from where I'm sure somebody was backing a fifth wheel up and jackknifed it a little bit and cut the corners and put little dents in there. So got to make sure I don't do that. Don't want to damage my truck. So this is a new truck for me. I got it just a couple weeks ago or so, specifically so I could tow the fifth wheel. And it's a F350. It's an older one. It's a 1999 F350, but it only had 129,000 miles on it when I bought it. It was in excellent shape. Wanted to make sure I could pay cash for it. Didn't want to pay a whole bunch of money for a new truck. Although I'd love to drive a new truck. Those new trucks are nice. Those are nice, but yeah, I don't feel like paying $80,000, $100,000 for a truck. So, well, this one I could pay cash for it. So, but I'll get back with here in just a second, and you'll be able to see the trailer. Well, we did it. We are now the proud owners of a fifth wheel. Pretty exciting. So I'm heading over right now to go to the owner's place and run through it all with him and get as much information as I can, because I know I won't remember everything he tells me. I'm going to video the whole thing so I can reference it sometime. Don't worry, I'm not going to show you all that. That'll be boring. But later we will show you the fifth wheel. But this is pretty exciting. It's pretty fun. So one more step closer. I'll see you in a bit. Bye.